More pressure is being put on BTC, which is affecting the price of XRP and the rest of the market. Gonna talk XRP price at the end, along with some big time news regarding crypto. This could definitely help out adoption and utility.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Happy Friday, dudes and chicks. You made it to the weekend. Pat yourself on the back and let me know down below, what are your weekend plans? I'm going to be going out this weekend, and I got a long run. It's going to suck. But you know the deal. Your comments come first. Drop me some hot, something spicy. Maybe, yep, just maybe, I'll share it in the next video. MJ7214 says, oh, and can I add a postscript, Klaus? Dear Americans, Danelle Dixon and Hester Pierce are a couple of the biggest hopium dealers out there. Crypto moms are ours. Seriously, Danelle Dixon is definitely one of the biggest hopium dealers in the market. She was touting all over the place over a year ago regarding, oh, we're gonna get regs in 2023. We ain't getting regs in 2024, and we'll be lucky to get them in 2025. Ian Spoon says, after 4 years of investing in crypto and seeing all the YouTube videos on here about it, I'm glad I finally found someone who talks sense and tell it as is. That's right. I said, hey, I'm tired of all the hopium dealers out there because it affects the market negatively. Sure. Think of how many times you've done some research regarding XRP, XLM, some quant HBAR, and you found out that the story was bullshit. What about the Russian stock market built on XRPL? We know what Tard Card was fucking peddling that stick of shit. Rod Madrid says, digital perspective, working money channel, digital asset investor, all full of crap. That's right. Keep naming them down below so we can see who's the biggest shillers of bullshit in the market. I bet all of them got brown eyes, because the shit's that high. Bitcoin's in at 58,185. ETH is 25,87. Can you tell I slept in a little? BNB's at 517 while Sol. ETF next, but at 140. Would you want an ETF, or would you rather have a Ripple IPO? I would rather have a Ripple IPO. We would get to see their books, financial statements. We get to see a lot of stuff. XRP sitting at 56 cents. We're going to talk about them at the end with XLM. Danelle Dixon, what about Rags, my gal? Ain't getting shit. 9.3 is the price. This is good news for crypto. I like this because you want some adoption, some utility, and ways we can get it to use it. Anything connected to your phone is seriously going to be like a massive hit. USDC tap to pay debut. What Apple's latest upgrade means for the stablecoin. Oh, yes. Let's go to Jeremy Allaire. I can't stand the guy, but I share the news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, so take it from there. Tap to pay using USDC and iPhones is coming soon. Wallet devs, start your engine. The CEO explained that if an iOS wallet that supports USDC enables this, they could enable a user interface where a receiving device like a point of sale or other iOS device could receive the transaction info via tap. Talk about making it nice and easy to use. And now I get it. People can go after the un and underbanked, but how do you keep your company afloat? By people with actual money power, right? Monetary power. It's good to help people, but you also need to make money. Allaire continued to say, this would allow a POS to tell an iPhone what a blockchain address will accept on USDC or the amount to pay, and then the iPhone-based wallet app could prompt the user to confirm a payment and initiate a transaction over the blockchain to settle it. That is freaking awesome. I got to admit that is freaking awesome. And that's why Ripple wants to get into the stablecoin market, because there's going to be so many things out there that stablecoins can do to make life easier for us. I'm going to be traveling somewhere soon. Do you think I should bring some crypto with me? You know, kind of you make sure I use a little bit of payment action? Let me know down below. Stablecoins, good. All right. BTC is falling again on United States government. They're moving 10,000 of them BTC. And I have now said it for the last couple years that I wished XRP would have a sailor type person. Because think about it. Anytime there is something nasty with BTC going on, Sailor right away is like, whoa, don't panic. We're good to go, guys. We're good to go. Bitcoin loses its grip at the 56,000 price as the government is selling 10,000 BTC. In the latest turn of events, the United States government moved 10,000 BTC to Coinbase Prime. The SEC is going after Coinbase. Doesn't make any sense, but what the hell? The move has contributed to the return of FUD among Bitcoin holders. It's not FUD. The problem is this: when people hear about government selling, they're afraid that like the United States government is going to sell, and then China's going to sell, and then North Korea is going to sell, and then Canada's going to sell, and then Mexico's going to. They're just worried about this cascading effect, okay? While it's possible that the U.S. government might sell some BTC, of course they're going to sell it. Recent filings may not necessarily indicate so. The transfer may have been for custodial reasons. No, the Department of Justice uses Coinbase Prime in order to dump their crypto. Plain and simple. They're dumping it. Is it going to affect the price a lot? No, just short term. But is it short term enough to have an impact on XRP price? Don't worry, we're going to talk about that at the end. The cryptocurrency may soon overcome the sell side pressure in the short term as optimism makes its way back to the market. Essentially what happens is every time we get some United States BTC news, the market flashes red, the transactions are done, we go back to normal. It's just how it's been. Now Saylor comes out and is like, yo, BTC holders, I got your back. I own a ton. My company, MicroStrategy, owns even more than a ton. Where's our XRP Saylor? So Saylor, every time BTC goes down, is like, yo, BTC is the future. And as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. I do like this graphic, by the way. Now, in terms of XRP price, yes, we're seeing that price pressure put on XRP as the United States government is getting ready to dump. Sitting at 60 cents is where we were about a week ago, and now we're down to that 56-cent mark. Support, though, has been north of 55 cents, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. What can we do through this weekend? Volume is up a little bit, 16% last 24 hours. The Thursdays and Wednesdays volume were absolute garbage, everyone. Absolute garbage. It almost got under $1 billion in volume for XRP. Now let's do this. Let's swing it on over to the 15-minute candlestick, see if anything juicy pops out for us. But right now what I'm seeing is this. Torres action, we've eroded half of it, and we have been slowly working the highs on the way down since Torres. Why? Well, it's because of a whole bunch of channels out there that were telling you, oh, moon this, moon that. Digital Perspective, Working Money Channel, Digital Asset Investor. How many of them were probably saying, oh, when the Torres pump happens, we're going to the moon. Oh, XRP to 10,000, XRP to 40,000. What happens is when that news doesn't come true, or when the news comes true and the price action isn't there because it's been overhyped, people are like, oh, dude, this sucks. What happens when something sucks? There is a percentage of people that gets rid of it. So Rod Madrid that said all of these, content creators out there that are totally giving these astronomical projections, they're actually hurting XRP because look, Torres action only got us 64 cents. Now, if all of those channels out there were like, yo, we're going to get a small move on Torres, no big deal, people would be like, okay, cool. And then when we got the small move, they'd be like, okay, my expectation, it met the reality. All right, this is cool, we're good with that. But if all these channels are like, oh, when Torres delivers the verdict, we're going to 1,000. God Candlestick, we're going to, 2,000, 5,000. And then it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, my expectation was this, and my reality was this. It does affect the price of XRP to the negative side. These hopium dealers are horrible. They really, really are. The thing that's keeping me a little nervous, though, about XRP is, honestly, since this Torres move, our highs have been going down, down, down. That is not what we want going into the weekend. We did get some good news from CPI data. It wasn't the best news in the world, but we did get it. Things are calming down a little bit around the world, but it's still nothing crazy. But the reality is this is not good for XRP because now we're looking at going, what's the next news event that's going to pump XRP up in price? And if you've been following crypto for any amount of time, you'd know that's what it's all about. When the action is hot, the market, people flood to it. Yeah, we all got hodlers, right? I get that. But there's people that play these volume pumps, swing traders, they play the news, they play the macros. And right now you're asking yourself, well, what's the big news for XRP that's going to bring more money into it? Well, the big news is going to be when Ripple goes further with IPO and that ETF. I'm not the biggest fan of the XRP ETF. Like I said, I'd rather be into it for the IPO. IPO, count me in. IPO happens, huge coverage on this channel regarding that, okay? Now, what is the news event, though? I mean, yeah, I get it, okay? In like 53, 54 days is the deadline for the SEC to not appeal, which every day that goes on, I'm thinking we're good. I really am. I'm thinking we're good with that. But you got that. And then what? I mean, seriously, and then what? And that's what I think the market right now is trying to digest. The what's next for Ripple and XRP. Now that the case is over and hopefully no appeals from the SEC, what do we got to look forward to? I'm down with the IPO, but if the politics in the United States, which is a global leader in finance, which sucks because the United States sucks with a lot of their crap and it does affect the rest of the world. If the United States is still very anti-crypto and puts this big wedge, this big blockade in it, and we're still seeing other governments around the globe misuse some of their new regs, you know who I'm talking about, then that's really going to mute the action, isn't it? But I want to hear from you. What's next? What is going to propel XRP and break through all this BS that we've been dealing with for the last several years price-wise? Let me know in the comments down below, because today it's a recovery day for me, so all I'm going to do is F around, play basketball, shoot threes, half-court shots, just be a total moron because it's a recovery day for me. As always, choo-choo bitches. I'll catch y'all later, and Cody Co is still quiet.